Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the temperature sensor in a Samsung refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers, side cutters, and a couple of zip ties. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new temperature sensor. This temperature sensor is located in the fresh food compartment in the upper right corner on the evaporator coil. It senses the temperature of the evaporator and relays it to the main control board. The board, based on that info, operates the defrost cycle. If the temperature inside the fresh food section is above normal and you can't see the ice build up on the evaporator, check the temperature sensor and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open both refrigerator doors. Next, we need to remove all the shelves and two crisper drawers. I'm going to start with this one. Lift up the front end and release the back hooks. Next, I'm going to fold this small shelf and we go down to those two. I'm going to remove them the same way as we removed the first one. I'm now going to pull out both crisper drawers. Our next step would be freeing that support from the bottom on this cover here. I'm going to do it by pressing down on the cover and sliding forward the support. We're going to disengage that tab at the back. And I'm going to lift up slightly and pull out this crisper cover assembly. I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver and I'm going to pop this cap off. Alright, next we're going to remove 4 screws. And I'm going to use a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to start from this one on the top. And we're going to remove this rail. Next, I'm going to remove this LED light. I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver. I'm going to push it down. There are clips in there at the back. And let it down. And now I'm going to remove this panel. I'm going to pry it out at the bottom. I'm going to insert that flathead screwdriver on the side and push it in. And the tabs are unlocking while we go up. Don't drop it because it has a harness at the back. And turn it around and we can see the harness right there. We're going to unplug these 2 plugs. We're going to start with the large one and we're pressing the locking tabs, pull it out, and now we're going to unplug the top one. There's a tab on the side and push it in, pull it out. And now we can remove this panel and the fan assembly. Next, we need to remove this temperature sensor holder from the copper line. I'm going to push it off this freon line, and then we're going to take out this sensor out. I'm going to use these side cutters to snap off this zip tie. And I'm going to snap this one off too. Be careful, don't cut any wires. I'm now going to remove this cover box and I'm going to squeeze the sides and pull the box off. Alright, so I'm going to remove these wires out of the way, and this is our plug at the bottom, black one. I'm going to squeeze this left side locking tab and pull it out. This is the old temperature sensor next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. I'm going to start the installation of the new temperature sensor with plugging it in first. Make sure it's locked. Next step would be installing the holder on. I'm gonna push it in here and it clamps. And then I'm going to install the temperature sensor holder onto this copper line. Lock it in. Then we're gonna put a couple of zip ties. I'm gonna place the first zip tie. And then the second one, I'll go right here. And now I'm going to use the side cutters, and I'm going to clip all the extras here. And I'm gonna place the wires here inside, slightly bend it, and I'm gonna install the cover box. It goes on. There's a cutout at the bottom, and I'm gonna squeeze the sides and press it in. Now I'm going to install this evaporator coil cover. First we're going to plug in. We have two plugs here. So the smaller plug goes on the top, and then I'm gonna bring it in closer. I'm gonna plug in the big one. And I'm gonna install this cover. So I'm gonna lift it up. We need to put the top into this cutout. And I'm gonna bring the left side in first. It will lock. Then we go to the opposite side, press it in, and it will lock too. I'm going to install the LED light assembly. We see here two tabs going into these two niches, and the top locks under this cover. Okay, now I'm going to secure that panel with 4 Phillips screws. The two shorter one goes at the bottom here in the corners. Then I'm going to install the mounting bracket. The top goes first, and I'm going to secure it with the 2 longer screws. And again, it's a Phillips screwdriver. And now we're gonna place this cover in, and align the sides and push it in. I'm going to install the crisper cover assembly. I'm going to slide it on the rails here, push it back, and now I'm going to lock this support at the bottom. Press down the cover slightly, and the head goes over and latches in. Then the 2 crisper drawers goes in. I'm putting it sideways at the beginning, and then push it in. Now the shelves, we're going to lock in the hooks into the openings at the back, and press it down. Make sure that this sides at the bottom goes into the cutouts. Just the same way. Now I'm going to lower down this left side small shelf and install this right side. And now we can close the doors. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.